Hello everyone, I'm Ghost, and in today's masterclass, I'll be showing you a live Town Hall 15 build and tips and tricks on how to counter the current meta attacks. So without further ado, let's dive right into it. So now as far as the corner walls, I kind of want to do not something like this, but I want to do something like maybe like this. And the purpose of this is because if I do it like this, and let's just, for example, someone starts their queen here, they're going to be able to queen walk, let's say this side, regardless of which side she goes. The queen's going to go into here and snipe the town hall, assuming everything at the top is funneled off. So that's the purpose of why I decide to not go with this, having the corners like this. I like to have the corners kind of like this. So now, in this case, after the queen takes this storage or this storage, regardless of which side she picks, she's going to go around and walk and snipe this expo and completely skip the town hall because then the builder hut would be closer. After that, she's going to continue to walk this way and ignore the town hall. The air defense part around the town hall is kind of generic as well. Kind of just set off 2 tiles off from there, just so you know there's possible Teslas behind it. The mess loom pathing up such so like this or anything like this to kind of mess loom pathing up in general. And we're just going to shape that off. All right, so behind the town hall, I'm going to incorporate a dead zone. Maybe something like this to kind of make the town hall not reachable or easy accessible with the just simple wall breaker. The overall setup, what I'm trying to aim at is essentially like clan castle somewhere around here. And I want to have like core infernos. And then like an eagle in the core as well. And then essentially I want to have my rage towers like something like this. And then I want like a scatter here. And then like a scatter there as well. I kind of want to maximize this rage tower. As you can see, it covers the scatter expo and also this inferno tower. But at the same time, it's not zappable. So that's what I'm going to be aiming at, trying to get something like this, because even if people do queen walk this air defense side, they recall her, queen walk this side, they spam into the town hall. This back end with 2 multis, 2 scattered rage, it's going to be pretty deadly for E-drags or any spam going onto the back end, regardless. Alright, so without further ado, we can kind of just shape up our core and see where we can go from there. So perfect. So what I'm going to do is just kind of go off from this inferno and kind of build off from that. Now you can also notice how I have multiple compartments, but also making the flank compartment not accessible from a current major defense compartment. So for example, what I mean by that is if someone were to get a wall break, let's say if they're coming from a side, yeah, you can't reach the scatter from the multi and you can't reach the multi from the scatter. Essentially what that is and what that does. So let's kind of shift this one tile because I want to point my sweepers. Maybe let's add the sweepers just so we have an idea what we're going to cover. So maybe sweepers, something along the lines like this. We'll work our way around it. And I'll do the same for the other side. Kind of just cover. So yeah, you're not going to be able to reach the scatter from inside the multis. So the utilization of the dead zone is primarily just to, protect the major key defenses. So that's what I'm going to be doing here. Again, it's kind of add the dead zones. This is a check to make sure that's not walkable or accessible. It's just 3 tile diagonal. Then the squiggle walls, 5 tile. There we go. So I'm going to go ahead and just finish this side, the right side off real quick with this same setup. So that's not walkable there. So for this last Skelly, I'm thinking monolith, just something like that. I just feel like RC series is gonna come somewhere around there. So I think just in general, I'll stick it right there for now. Now, as far as the NATO on a base like this, there's many possibilities of where you want to place the NATO. You can test it out to see where it could be potentially best at. I mean, if we're talking about spam, Yeah, if you want to pull the nada like right here and then pull the minions into the poison away from the Inferno, I think right there might be possibly good. But I don't really think it's even worth trying to put all the traps to bait the Town Hall, since I think if they get the Town Hall, they get it. And then, the back end's what's going to hurt the most for them. So I'm thinking I'm just going to leave the NATOs probably in the Queen compartment for now, just because it serves multiple purpose for like blimps or anything coming from like any spam from that side.
How to bait a super archer Lalo attack.
Yeah, so super archers, just like I was going through earlier. What you can really do, I mean, it's just bombs or springs or just the NATO for the blimp is the best option. Because, like, for example, on this one, that's what I did with this base is just kind of not give that value around the town hall. Because if you like the rage towers on the back end, yeah, it'll kind of be more towards here with the super archers and not the town hall. So, one good thing I would always do is the NATO. Like, that's going to be the first option is the NATO. Like, for example, if someone tries to send it right into the eagle, the thing they will do is clone either right or left so they can get a rage, a expo, and a hero. So what I would do is just add, bombs in there. If you want, you can do 2 bombs on both sides, but that's obviously you'll know the exact amount once you test it. Because if they get hit by the sweeper, yeah, they're gonna get hit by one shot of sweeper on both sides. So they'll ideally pop it in the eagle, and the wall breakers are gonna go here, here, or here, but never into the dead zone. So what they're gonna do is just clone into here, because that's the only way to get the expo and the rage. So once they clone into there, you use the bomb or either a NATO. So if you really want to do a NATO, you'll have to just make sure, no loons can get to it. So you can already see the loons will never get to the monolith. So they're gonna go from the cannon, archer tower, wizard tower, but they're never gonna go to the monolith. So easily you could just put the NATO like right here and just Sam's anywhere like Sam's like there or here is gonna be good. So just in general, to bait it, just make the pathing to those key defenses harder. I mean, you're gonna have some people who will like blimp on the side, not like directly. People won't do this anymore just because that's easily baited now. I think people are gonna go like side blimp it and land here, or side blimp it and land here, and try to get all this and try to clone into other compartments. I think people are gonna be doing the side blimps now, but you can see what is going to be more common and then go from there with the traps. But like I always say though, like the wall breakers, if they bring wall breakers in their CC, it's not going to open the dead zone. So anything that gets cloned in there, you can always just put giant bombs for it. Like that. All right, perfect. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today for this session. I hope you guys were able to take some tips and tricks on how to get started, the purpose of 2 rage, the purpose of the CC, how to counter some specific attacks. If you guys ever want to ask me anything else, my DMs are always open. But thank you guys for sticking around today. I hope you guys have a great day, though.